Hello YouTube, it is June 10th, 2022. It's Friday, 4:27 p.m. I'm on my way to Bullocks. Just kind of doing my regular thing. Didn't shoot any video yesterday. Trying to remember if I shot any video the day before. I think I did. Yeah, I definitely shot. Oh yeah. Oh yes. Oh yes, I had quite a bit of drama on Wednesday. I remember now. Oh yeah, I don't want any part of that backup. I was looking at that backup right in front of me on Google Traffic before I decided, yeah, go ahead and shoot some video. And debating as to whether I wanted to sit through it or exit at 24th Street. And now that I can see it in person, I'm getting on 24th Street. So yeah, the traffic I'm facing between here and Bullocks right now is that traffic jam you just saw there on the 202. And that looks like it carries all the way onto I-10, all the way through the tunnel. I was kind of crossing my fingers that maybe the exit lane to the 51. All right, we got a panhandler, female panhandler in the median. Good times. Looks like she'd clean up nice. All right, where was I? QT's coming along nicely. New QT they're putting there on 24th Street, just north of the 202. Anyway, I was hoping that maybe the transition ramp to the 51 would be clear, but no, screw that traffic jam. Of course, I wasn't expecting this southbound lane restriction here on 24th Street. So that's going to make this left turn a little extra tricky. And I got it right here. That wasn't so bad. So yeah, I'd already pretty much decided I was going to cut northbound on the 51. I was debating as to whether I was going to do it this way or whether I was going to use the ramp. But yeah, that ramp was good luck. So. Anyway, sorry, got all distracted by traffic. That is not what I was going to talk about. I was going to talk about the fact that I didn't shoot any video yesterday, which is no big deal. I'm sure nobody really cares. other than I kind of try to shoot at least one video a day, just kind of keep a record of what happened on that day for me. Yeah, I kind of overshared on Wednesday, and I'm on the fence as to whether or not I will post those before I post this. And it's not due to content, but due to the fact that I shot my Wednesday videos on my new iPhone. I did get the iPhone, well, new to me. I did get the iPhone 6s Plus 128 gig that I really wanted. I did get that, and so far so good on the phone. Oh, wow. Alright, probably didn't even show on the video, but somebody hit the sound wall on the other side. Knocked a big hole into it, into the freeway. That's interesting. I bet it looks fabulous on the other side. Anyway, yeah. So Wednesday I got my iPhone, and had some bullshit with the so-called girlfriend, which is just normal shit. And in case you haven't seen those videos, or in case I haven't been able to post them and have decided to post this one first, in a nutshell, what happened is Wednesday I woke up with first alarm goes off around 4 o'clock. Sometimes I disable it because I know I'm gonna need more sleep, but sometimes I let it get me up, and I'm like, get the day a little earlier. At 4 o'clock I had a toothache. Not a terrible toothache, mind you, but it hurt. just go to sleep. Hopefully this will feel better. Wake up later, go to work. That was the plan. Took a single painkiller, the kind that I use for migraines, and went back to sleep. Well, when my final alarm went off, the one that means I really need to get up, I forget the exact time I have set for it, but it's more or less at 5:45. Yeah, that's the one I gotta absolutely pay attention to, because at 5:45 I definitely need to get my ass out of bed, start getting ready for work, hop in the car, and head to Amazon. Note, I'm not really trying to schedule a bus into that anymore. I was really hoping that it would be viable to keep using the rapid buses, but and it's not that it takes a long time to get home on the rapid bus, but in the time that it takes me to walk to where I catch the rapid bus after work and then wait for it to leave, which never really seemed like much time, if I hop into my car immediately after work and I head out then, and I mean immediately, like if I wait 15 minutes, forget about it, it's not happening. But if I hop into my car then, I end up getting home just a couple of minutes after the time the rapid bus would be picking me up. So yeah, that's kind of the deal breaker on that. And of course, driving to work, it is so much quicker. As there's really no, the traffic by the time I'm heading out at like 6:20, 6:25, the traffic going across from my place to Amazon is pretty much dissipated. So, yeah, like there was no comparison on the trip out, and trip in, yeah. As long as missed my light. As long as I'm super diligent and leave with quickness. Yeah, so not even really messing with the.
We do have a couple of minor
listen to the traffic report, make sure there's nothing on this road.
There's a crash on the 19th Avenue on-ramp, so not affecting the main line. You can't enter the freeway there right now, though. Use 7th Avenue instead. The 101 Price Freeway northbound at US 60 had a crash reported there. So far, I haven't spotted anything. I certainly don't see any slowing at this point. And the 101 southbound doesn't look so bad either. We typically get slowing from the 202 Red Mountain Freeway down toward the 60. And at this point, maybe just a tap of the brakes as you approach Broadway. Now, there's a Surface Street crash, Indian School at 67th Avenue. Also watch for a wreck on Cactus just west of the 51. This traffic report brought to you by Red Mountain Weight Loss. Summer's almost here.
Nothing on Bethany. I'm good to go. I'm just taking Bethany straight across. Didn't want to check traffic view. Around the time I left, there was nothing notable happening on Bethany. So. Anyway, yeah, so I'm not even messing with the bus anymore at this point. Although I did definitely go get a new bus card, so I'm ready with it, should I need it. No, that's more like my backup plan should the car decide to fail on me again. But since I got it back from getting the flywheel replaced, it's been pretty reliable. The AC's been nice and cold. Honestly, the most problematic thing has been just the constantly rising gas prices, which, that's a problem for everybody who drives. I forget what the heck the price was at QT when I went home this morning, but oh my lord, it was high. Like, it's been kind of stuck for the last few days at $5.38 a gallon, and I was like, dang, that's crazy. But I want to say it was like, I'm hoping I'm remembering this wrong, but I'm thinking it was $5.59 a gallon. Like, it's like they've just decided, fuck it, let's go for broke. Let's just raise that shit up to $6. It's time. And maybe they're right, because as you can see, it doesn't seem to be the dramatic increase in gas prices doesn't seem to be taking anyone off the road, and even as broke as my ass is, it's not dissuading me from driving. Now it's definitely dissuading me from doing any extra driving. I mean, I'm not at this point. I haven't taken any extra Amazon shifts over the weekend, and I'm not doing any joyrides to LA or northern Arizona. I'm just keeping it local. I'm not even doing any journeys out to Mesa or the far north side or Scottsdale to look for additional karaoke work. In fact, I've pretty much decided I'm not going to really look for any additional karaoke work until after I get my 6-month bonus from the 6-month part of my signing bonus from Amazon. I just it's the likelihood is just at this point, as much as I would love to be doing more karaoke shows, overtime is available for me, and I make more money picking up additional shifts at Amazon than I'm likely to get from another karaoke show. Now, of course, I'm still sticking by Bullock's. The show at Bullock's is going great. In fact, speaking of the show at Bullock's, I finally remembered yesterday to bring the additional speaker that I've been talking about bringing. And it's been a while since I've talked about the sound at Bullock's, but I forget how many weeks ago. I want to say about 2 months ago, maybe 2.5 months ago. Somebody, I swear to God it wasn't me, not pointing fingers at Gary, but somebody blew out the tweeters on the 2 speakers that are mounted above the stage. Those speakers didn't sound so good to begin with. Now that the tweeters are blown out of them, they sound like just complete ass. And I shouldn't even say they sound like complete ass. They sound like two-way speakers with no tweeters, which is to say they sound like woofers, which is, a completely useful thing if I need a little extra bass somewhere. But when that's what is providing sound for like a certain area in a venue, the overall sound is not good, and the best I've been able to do to compensate for it is kind of pump up the sound louder on the other speakers, which was making it still just really out of balance and with a poor equalization in the area where I am set up, and also in the area where a lot of the singers are singing in the dance floor area. And then the tables, the skinny tables adjacent to the dance floor where I generally keep the book and where a lot of the the karaoke diehards will be hanging out. So yeah, not good. And initially I was planning on talking about that with Jim and seeing if he was down to have me redo the sound system. I really haven't hit him up for that, and a lot of that has to do with the fact I really don't feel I have time to fuck with that. But he was on vacation for quite a while, and now that he's back, I just haven't felt like trying to deal with it. And yeah, I don't really think I have a lot of time to spend on the project. Even if I committed to the project, even if he was willing to pay me for the project, I'm working at Amazon so much that I don't have a lot of time to spend on the project. And add to that the high cost of gas for me trying to chase down equipment and go back and forth. And I'm only really responsible for how it sounds one night a week. And what I did last night, and what I've been thinking about doing this for weeks, but I keep saying, I'm going to do it. I think I want to do this. And then, I work my Wednesday night, Thursday morning graveyard shift at Amazon. I'm tired after that. I go home, I go to sleep, and then after 4 or 5 days of working at Amazon and it being such physical work, my body is just so exhausted that I sleep pretty much until the very last minute that I need to jump in the car and get to Bullock's. And about halfway on the drive there, I'm like, oh man, I was going to load my speaker. I have time to go back for it now. Anyway, yesterday morning was Yesterday morning was different. And I guess I was kind of trying to explain that, since I'm not sure if I'm going to be able to get my last 4 videos uploaded. The 3 from Thursday, and come to think of it, the 3 from Wednesday. And come to think of it, I did shoot one on, I'd almost forgot about it. But yeah, I did shoot one on Thursday morning on the drive home. I remember now. So short recap, because I'm not sure when I'm going to get this, when or if I'm going to get these videos uploaded, and they could end up being lost vlogs, which has happened before. So as I was explaining, I had a toothache, went to sleep. When I woke up at like 5:45, when I would need to get up and go to work, I was in excruciating pain, just intense. Like, I can't work like this, I can't drive like this, I can't function like this. Just cry and curl in the fetal position and hope it goes away kind of pain. Like, I probably should have went to an urgent care, but I just was in no shape to even drive myself to an urgent care. In fact, I even contemplated walking. I did check Google Maps to see that oh shit, I see flashing lights up ahead of me. I did check that to see that the Honor Health, oh man. Yeah, I see flashing police lights up ahead of me, and I don't really have any options for getting off of, any good options for getting off of Bethany at this point. Oh, it doesn't seem to be causing traffic problems. It seems to be in the left lane. That's not causing any traffic problems at all. Something going down the middle of the road, though. Oh, looks like we had a little head-on collision, bumper-to-bumper action in the chicken lane. Yeah, nobody wants to yield the right of way. The point that people are just stupid. It's kind of crazy. And check out this truck on the left. Oh, I guess you can't really see it, but so there's like a car length and a half between the truck on the left side of me and the vehicle in front of it. That Infinity. In fact, I'm going to be that guy just because I can. There's enough room, I could change lanes right into that spot. I'm probably pissing that guy off, but you know what? Pay attention. I heard somebody who does compilation videos talking about bad drivers gave that massive gap a name, where somebody's like stopped at a traffic light 2 car lengths behind the vehicle behind him, and it's happening with the vehicle to the right of me too, which isn't, I don't see it in my view screen, unfortunately, but there's a Toyota Camry just to the right of me, and there's a solid over car length between him and the vehicle in front of him as well. Now, granted, I'm a little closer to this this Infinity than I'd like to be. I was hoping I'd have just enough to get perfectly in the lane in front of the truck behind me, but what a doing. Once the light changed, the Toyota closed the gap in front of him. Anyway, yeah, so I've noticed this thing, and actually I've been noticing, and then a friend of mine started posting pictures of it on Snapchat of people just keeping. Now, I'm all for keeping a good distance while I'm moving. That's a safe following distance. Everybody should be doing that. Tailgating is a bad thing. But when I was in driver's ed, what I was told is that the distance behind you, the distance you should be behind a vehicle in at a red light is far enough that you can see their tires. Now, I do kind of wonder how that works with these comically tall and oversized trucks and SUVs, where you're so up high from the ground that you can't really see what's directly in front of your vehicle. I'm not quite sure how that works. But at any rate, if there's enough room between you and the vehicle in front of you that another vehicle can just slide right in there, yeah, you're too far back. Come on, dude, get with the program. I'm almost a Bullock, so it doesn't look like I'm going to finish any of the story I was trying to get to. But so I better try to sum that up if I'm going to finish that up, because it's 4:47. I really want to go in Bullock's and get my tacos since it's before 5. $1 tacos. So yeah, I woke up excruciating toothache. Looked at my good times. The guy that was maintaining that's the white truck right there on the right that had so much space I could just pull in front of him, and he was just fingered deep in nostril, picking his nose when he drove by me. I was trying to find his brain. Anyway, where was I? Yeah, so toothache Wednesday night. Looked at my Amazon app to see if there was any VTO available, and of course there wasn't, because they've been trying to get people to do extra shifts in a big way lately. So no shock there. Looked at my amount of PTO and my amount of VTO, and I'm like, it's still less than I would like it to be, but it's more than enough to cover a whole shift. There's literally no way I could have worked with that kind of a toothache. And at that point, I did check to see, hey, is the urgent care open? And they have opened the new Honor Health urgent care over at Arcadia Crossing. So there is a close urgent care, but it's unlike the one that was on Oak Street. It's a little further. I mean, I could walk there. I've certainly walked that shopping center many times, but yeah, didn't feel up to walking that with a toothache. Didn't feel up to driving that with a toothache. At that point, I'm just like, you know what? I just need to take more painkillers and lay in bed and hope for the best. And I want to say maybe about shortly after 6 p.m. ish, 6:15 ish, Priscilla came in. She's like, "Oh, you're not going to work?" And I'm like, and I told her I just had an excruciating toothache, and I was pretty much in tears. And she's like, "Oh well, I gotta go. I have a doctor's appointment." Yeah, I'm kind of skeptical as to whether she had a doctor's appointment or not. Most of my videos on Wednesday revolved around the fact that I did go to sleep. Eventually I woke up, pain pills kicked in, felt better. And most of those videos just basically centered around me curious where she actually was, since, there's not too many doctor's offices that are open at, after 9 p.m. And I went to, my favorite spot is available. I went to, love parking in the shade, keeps the car cooler. It is about 113 degrees outside right now. I went to the, first place I went to try to see if I would find her was the, Gypsy's bar. I found her vehicle. I went through Gypsy's. I did not find her. She's claiming she saw me there. No, she saw my car there. I went through that bar pretty thoroughly. She was not there. I also walked over to Gilligan's, ran into an old friend of mine there that I used to work with there. Had a bit of a conversation with him because I haven't seen him since before the pandemic, so that was awesome. And then by the time I went back, her car was gone. Went by home. She didn't go home. And then I went, just for GP, I went by the Wander Inn to see if maybe she had wandered over there, and she wasn't there either. So at that point, I just went to work. It was supposed to be my first night as a forklift operator. It ended up being my first night as a forklift operator, so that was pretty exciting. That was pretty darn exciting. My next vlog after I left on Thursday morning was just mostly me driving Dan Van Buren, just talking about how excited I was to be on a forklift, but what an incredibly mental experience it was, and some of the minutiae surrounding that. Which brings me to today, and I just want to wrap this up because it's 4:51. I need to get inside, get my tacos ordered. So why aren't those videos posted? That's the important question. That's what I'm trying to answer with this vlog before I get the hell out of my car. So yeah, on Wednesday, while I was in bed with a toothache, my iPhone got delivered. I want to say it was Monday, but it might have even been, it might have been Friday the week before. Probably was Friday the week before. I forget. But anyway, I think it was late last week. My SIM card was delivered from Mint. And now that I have my iPhone, I can't find my SIM card. Like, obviously, I should have put that someplace where I wouldn't lose it. and I'm sure in my head I did, but now I can't find it. So I've got my iPhone, I've got my SIM card, but without the SIM card, I'm very limited on what I can do. And one of the things I don't know this, I still, to this day, do not know this Google account's password. And I always get in with, like, the multi-factor authentication. Like, I can always do that to get myself logged in. However, that really revolves around me having access to my phone number. So I'm in this kind of weird catch-22 where I can't get that phone on Google without me being able to respond to Google with a phone number on that phone, because that's what that SIM card is for, that phone number that's associated with this Google account. So until I find my SIM card, those videos are stuck there. Now, granted, I could always, like, upload them to a cloud, to this phone, or, you know, to my PC, and then from there, upload them to YouTube. However, one of those videos is over 30 minutes, one of those videos is over 40 minutes, and that's always very, very difficult to get moved on and off a cloud. So if you're seeing this before those and you notice there's a gap in the numbers, that's why. And I've decided just to upload this. I think that's what I'm going to do, honestly. Yeah. And if not, then I decided against it. I haven't made the decision yet. The decision I have made, though, is it's 4:54 p.m. and I need to get my ass inside the bar. Thanks for coming with On the Drive. Thanks for watching.